Vice Mayor Bill Costa.
Here.
Alderman John Bud.
Here.
Alderman Freddie Gregg.
Here.
Alderwoman Kathy Howe. Here. Alderman Kenny Morgan.
Here.
City Attorney Terry Hirsch.
Here.
City Administrator Scott Collins.
Here.
Thank you. Item 3 is approval of the minutes of the previous meeting, the regular session, April the 12th, 2011. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion. I'll second it.
Any discussion or corrections? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. I hear none. Item 4 is proclamations. We have some recognitions to make this evening for our gold level contributors that were sponsors for the Showcase on the River for 2010. Cindy Moyers, ConAgra Foods, and Tennessee Arts Commission. I know Cindy's here. Do we have any other representatives from the other two organizations? Cindy, if you'd come up. We appreciate your support very much on behalf of the city. You're welcome. Thank you. Scott, someone can see that these other two organizations get their flags. Item 5, Scott Collins Communications on your behalf.
Mayor and board, in your notebooks you do have the various reports from the department, and also want to update you on a couple of activities. Tonight I handed out a report from J.L. Jacobs and Associates, an engineer, in regard to the latest inspection of the Tanner Cultural Center. You all have a copy of that for your information. Then reopened bids today on the energy efficiency and conservation block grants. And we had one, well actually we had 2 bids, but one of them was deemed a non-responsive bid because they did not bid on the roof itself. They simply bid on the HVAC unit. So we consulted with the engineers that was here overseeing the bid opening, and Evan Sanders in Nashville, and Rockwell Construction was the low bidder in the amount of $84,877. With the board's permission, we would like to suspend the rules and add this to the agenda so we can go ahead and accept this bid. That way it expedites it, sends it to Nashville. The Department of Energy will review it and then give us approval to proceed.
Well, I'd recommend to the board that they do suspend the rules.
I'll make a motion to suspend the rule.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. I hear none.
Now I'll make a motion to accept the bid and send it to Nashville.
Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. I hear none.
Now I'd like to say something else on these reports, Connie. I would like to make a motion that we do away with these reports in our books, but have a copy of them here at the City Hall if we need questions asked, that they'll be able to answer the questions. I just think there's a lot of things in here that we keep getting random, the same things over and over, and I don't think we need them anymore. That's my opinion.
You're talking about the department reports?
Yes, yes.
We need to suspend the rules.
No, because it's on.
I'll second the motion, and the reason I'll second it is because I agree with Freddie Plus. We get the same type of reports weekly from Scott anyway. If there's anything of substance, then we're already aware of it. So it's asking departments to, Scott and his staff to do things that are just, it's unnecessary. So I'll second his motion.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. I hear none.
Also, sorry.
Back to, are we still in Tanner Building? Have we had any answer from, I know we got the answer on the buildings, have we had insurance company based on the damages or anything?
No, sir, the TML has assigned us a claim number, but they have not been out, to our knowledge. We have not received a report on the damage or anything else. Also, there's inspections ongoing by our staff members working with other structural experts.
Did we get that food moved that was,
No, they're gonna wait till the 17th when they distribute it, then they're gonna distribute it.
thank you.
Also have a couple of other issues. I was in contact with Jeff Jones, TDOT, he's Assistant Chief Engineer. Did that in an effort to get an update on our downtown signalization program. And he luckily contacted me today, and all the environmentals have been cleared. They are now receiving right-of-way authorization, which they hope to have completed by the end of the month. And the good news is the project is going to be funded 80% federal funds, and the state is going to do the other 20%. So we're very fortunate there, and we're hoping by the end of this month we'll have further information on the status of getting the downtown signals installed. Good. Also, want to report to you all on a very productive meeting of the Animal Control Board. At the last meeting, there was some discussion, and we met the very next day, and it was a very productive meeting. A lot of information was exchanged, and a clear understanding was developed from my perspective on what benefits Animal Control Board can provide for us. With that being said, Shelter Director Luke Goddard is now working with Chairman Marcy McMahon and also Friends of the Animal Shelter officials, and they are going to revise somewhat their policies and guidelines on what their function is, and they will give that to me, which of course I will pass off to you right away. Last thing I'd like to update the board on, please visit our website, the City of Newport website. We've got photos and some information already on the Riverwalk groundbreaking yesterday, but also Rocky has put together almost a 30-minute video of the tornado damage that the City of Newport has suffered. I've only got to see a few minutes of it, but it is very nice, and it's on our website, so I'd like to encourage everybody to please visit that and take a look at it. With that said, Mayor, Board, that's all I have.
Thank you, Scott.
Just to update too, Scott, I don't even know if I told you, Highway 321 paving will be at the end of July. Steve Borden informed me last part of the week, last week. The contractor, it's ongoing, but anyway, he said late July, early August, they would work on that and ask him about patching the stuff down to Men's Den. They were going to send somebody up this week to look at it and see what they needed to do. He did relay that their budget is tight for repairs, and he's on sort of a really tight budget now because they're waiting on fiscal year to get here like everybody else, I think. So, but he said he would look at it, because I told him those spots at Men's Den were getting really bad. So, just thank you, Mayor.
Okay, you're welcome. We don't have anything down for appointment to boards or reports from committees or old business. We'll move into the new business. Item A is the second reading of ordinance 2011-03, the budget amendment for capital outlay note.
And Mayor, I'll read that ordinance into the record, at least the heading of the ordinance. It's ordinance number 2011-03. It's an ordinance to amend the City of Newport's budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2010 and ending July 30th, 2011.
Okay, do we have a motion to approve this on the second reading?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposes no. I hear none. B is the first reading of ordinance 2011-04, the Newport Grammar School budget amendment.
Mayor, that's ordinance number 2011-04, an ordinance to amend Newport Grammar School's budget for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2010, and ending July 30th, 2011.
We have a motion to approve that on the first reading.
Just to correct, I think it's June 30th there.
Excuse me, June 30th, 2011. Thank you, sir.
Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. I hear none. Item C is Resolution 2011-07, 2011 EF1 storm cleanup. Before we get into that, I would like to say that I have heard nothing but positive from community members. As late as today, some citizens were commenting to me on how efficient and how quickly the street department has cleaned up the brush, and there was a lot. And there's still a few places here and there, but they're to be commended on their outstanding work, along with the efforts of law enforcement, fire department, Parks and Rec, everyone in our city that had anything to do with the cleanup effort is to be commended, because I think in talking with Director Manny Moore, the cleanup was so great around the high school area that when the adjusters come in to look, the adult high school was done cleaned up and gone. You couldn't even find a cigarette butt. So that's how quickly our people here in Newport and Cobb County work together as a team when bad times hit. Everybody works together, and what I saw on the streets of the citizens in our community, our volunteer people, our government agencies that are out there working, I didn't hear one negative comment for those that night and those 2 days. I think everybody was checking on their neighbors, and that shows the kind of people that we have here in this community. We all have our hard times and bad days, but when it comes to crunch time, we can't say enough about our people here. Okay, the resolution. Do we need to read that?
It's all up to you, brother. I'll be glad to read it.
Pardon?
I'll be glad to read it.
Okay, would you please?
It's resolution number 2011-07, 2011 EF-1 storm cleanup, whereas the city of Newport, Tennessee received an EF1 storm on April 27, 2011, and whereas the city received much damage to private and public-owned property, and whereas the citizens and business owners of Newport, Tennessee came together as a united community helping neighbors in need. Citizens helped neighbors clean trees and debris from properties. Business owners gave food and water to workers throughout the city of Newport. And whereas Newport Utilities Board, Jefferson County Gas Utility District, Charter Communications, and AT&T worked night and day on restoring the utilities in the storm-hit areas. And whereas both the city of Newport and Cobb County government employees came together to help clean up the community, working day, nights, and the weekend. And whereas therefore, let it be resolved that the city of Newport, Tennessee is in great appreciation of the citizens, the business owners, Newport Utility Board, Jefferson Cobb County Gas Utility District, Charter Communications, AT&T, and Cobb County and City of Newport, Tennessee employees for support of restoring our city in a time of need. Now be it resolved by the City of Newport Board of Mayor and Aldermen on this, the 10th day of May, 2011.
We have a motion to approve that resolution.
I'll make a motion to approve it, but add the forestry service.
Right. second.
I'll second the motion.
Any discussion or any other additions to this? All those in favor indicate by saying yes. Yes. Opposed is no. Yes, Scott?
Mayor, I would like to make a follow-up comment. Our street department is continuing to work an extended schedule. They're coming in at 7 a.m. and leaving out about dusk. And they're taking great pride and working diligently in expediting the cleanup of our streets. And also got to commend the citizens because they are making it accessible for us to get in there and clean it up. But one note on the street department, the Sunday after the tornado, we literally had to order them not to work. They were so tuned in to wanting to get our city back in good working order that they wanted to work 12 to 14 hours a day, 7 days a week. But we're making them more or less take off Sunday so they can catch their breath and revisit with their families a little bit.
Thank you, Scott. Item D is consideration of annexation studies that's mentioned in your packet. Do we have a motion to approve that? That would include the proposed exit 438, Cosby Highway corridor to the National Guard Armory, and Highway 2570 to the Jefferson County line.
Mayor, I'll make the motion.
We have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. I hear none. Item F is consideration of the Boys and Girls Club Golf Tournament of a whole sponsorship. In your packet, it does mention...
You missed one there, Tony.
Which one did I miss? The maintenance contract, I'm sorry. Item E, consideration of state highway maintenance contract. That's from TDOT between the state of Tennessee and the city of Newport. And you have your letter and all the information. Do we have a motion?
I know you're about to say something, Scott. I'll just make a motion to approve it because we're going to get what we get and that's it.
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. I hear that. Now, item F, the Boys and Girls Club whole sponsorship. It's actually a $100 whole sponsorship. I know the city normally does $50 in cases of this nature. Whatever you choose to do, if there's nothing mentioned about sharing a whole, but I'm sure they would be glad for the $50 and probably we could share the sponsorship of a whole if the city would so agree to do.
I'll make the motion to approve the $50.
Okay. Second. Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. I hear that. Item G is consideration of additional job descriptions. We have a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. Item H is consideration of the Tennessee picnic to host a block party on August the 7th, 2011 at the Tanner Building parking lot area. Do we have a motion?
Is it going to be safe?
The question is it going to be safe?
Well, the parking lot would be. It just depends on our construction schedule as far as people being inside the building. So if the motion could include letting us make the call with our safety officials, it would probably be helpful as far as being inside the building.
I believe Dolores and Chief Schultz agreed that if there was a problem at all at the last meeting, that they would address it, move it, or whatever needs to be done. So if you want to make the motion, then put it.
Do we have a second?
Does she need to put a contingency in there if there is a bump for the motion?
Just be safe.
I think it'd be better to be safe than sorry.
Any other discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Kenny? He seconded. Any opposed? Item I is consideration of Cobb County Partnership and Chamber of Commerce to host the 26th Annual Harvest Street Festival, October the 1st and 2nd, 2011. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
And 2 seconds. You pick out whichever one you want. Any discussion?
I'll concede, give it to Freddie.
Okay. All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. Item J, consideration of Cobb County Partnership and Chamber of Commerce to host the annual Christmas parade December the 10th, 2011.
Make a motion.
I'll say.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. Thank you.
I assume that motion included the waiver of the fee.
That's normal protocol.
They requested that.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Everybody okay with that? What was it now? To waive the rule. Oh, yeah.
Waive the fee.
The fee. Okay, the roadblock Friends of the Animal Shelter.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion? All those in favor say yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. Item L, roadblock Cobb County Special Olympics.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All those in favor indicate by saying yes.
Yes.
Opposed is no. That's passed. One thing that I talked to Scott about, I've been receiving, just like this afternoon, Rusty Wallace Ford contacted me. They're wanting to do something on behalf of Rusty Wallace Ford to raise money for tornado relief. And I know where I attend churches are raising money for that, and there's a lot of organizations. Scott's going to kind of look into where this money needs to go, because that's going to be the next question, is there needs to be some criteria for money that's collected as to where it needs to go the most. So once we get something, I know the Red Cross is always involved in things of that nature. I've just been hearing about it recently. So as we get information, then we'll probably need to get something where monies like this needs to be donated to for like a base location of where it can properly be distributed for the most needy, especially those that don't have insurance. And we have received several letters from TEMA and FEMA and other places where we have the numbers, the websites and everything to go to for individual help and so forth. So as those letters come in to me, I'm passing along to Scott and referring anyone to the city that wants relief to just check with him, and all that information will be available here at City Hall. I have one announcement to make. Smoky Mountain Home Health Relay for Life Dinner and Auction, Friday, May the 13th at 5:30 at the Rec Building. It'll be a spaghetti dinner, bread, drink, and dessert for $5, and that's a great cause for Relay for Life. Yes. We do have a person to introduce, Jeff Dykes, if you'd stand. The new manager of the Newport Utilities Board, who just about 30 minutes ago roasted Ron Fugit and did an admirable job, and we're really delighted you're here tonight, and we really look forward to working with you. Welcome. Thank you. Any comments from citizens? Somebody better adjourn quick.
Motion.
Second. Thank you all very much for being here.